Have you ever heard of a love so powerful it defied the rigid rules of an entire society, only to be immortalized in poetry and art? Today, we journey back to the Joseon dynasty of Korea, a time of strict social classes and political intrigue, to uncover the heartbreaking and beautiful love story of Hwang Jin-yi and Kim Jang-hui. This isn't just a historical tale, it's a story of two souls who found each other against all odds, whose passion still echoes through the centuries. Imagine the 16th century. Society is a rigid pyramid, and your fate is sealed the moment you're born. In this world lived Hwang Jin-yi. Though born into a humble family, she was anything but ordinary. She possessed an extraordinary talent for poetry, music, and dance, skills that earned her a coveted but complicated position as a Gisan, a highly trained female entertainer and artist. In an era where women were expected to be silent and obedient, Hwang Jin-yi was a blazing star. She was admired, desired, and celebrated by the kingdom's elite, but she was never truly free. And then there was Kim Jang-hui, a man of high birth, a brilliant scholar, and a master calligrapher. His life was one of privilege and duty. He was deeply respected in the royal court, a man who lived by the strict codes of Confucianism. He was even married to a woman of his own noble class, a union based on status, not love. His path was set, his responsibilities clear, but fate, as it often does, had other plans. Their worlds were destined to collide. One evening, in the warm glow of a traditional tea house, Hwang Jin-yi performed. Her dance was a masterpiece of grace and emotion. As the final, haunting note faded into the air, a man from the audience approached her. It was Kim Jang-hui. He had been mesmerized not just by her beauty, but by the profound sadness he saw in her eyes. It was a sorrow he recognized, the feeling of being trapped by the expectations of the world. That first conversation sparked something incredible. They spoke for hours, not as a scholar and a Gisan, but as two kindred spirits. They talked about art, about life, and about the injustices they both felt so keenly. She longed for a freedom she could never have, while he felt suffocated by the duties he could never escape. In each other, they found a mirror, a person who truly understood the silent battles they were fighting. What began as a meeting of minds soon blossomed into a secret, passionate love affair. Under the cloak of night, they would steal moments together in hidden gardens and quiet palace corners. They exchanged poetry instead of promises, their words weaving a tapestry of their forbidden love. Their connection was so profound because it soared above the social barriers that were meant to keep them apart. He saw her not as a lowly entertainer, but as his intellectual and spiritual equal. She saw him not as a distant nobleman, but as a man with a heart full of yearning. They both knew their love was doomed from the start. A public union was impossible. For a respected scholar like Kim Jang-hui to be with a Gisan would have caused a scandal that would ruin him. For Hwang Jin-yi, it was a dream that could never be realized. This knowledge cast a shadow of tragedy over their joy. Hwang Jin-yi poured this bittersweet sorrow into her art. Her poems became vessels for her love and her pain, speaking of a love that was like a beautiful, fragile flower, destined to wilt before it could ever bloom in the daylight. One of her most famous verses, though its origin is debated, perfectly captures her heart's cry. In a dream, you are my bride, yet when the morning sun rises, I am nothing but a wandering ghost. It is a gut-wrenching expression of a love that could only truly exist in the realm of dreams. Kim Jang-hui, too, channeled his inner turmoil into his work. The elegant, powerful strokes of his calligraphy seemed to carry the weight of his conflict, the agonizing pull between his heart-ease desire and his duty to his family and his position in society. His art became a silent testament to the love he couldn't speak of. But reality is relentless. As time went on, the pressures of his life mounted. Kim Jang-hui was forced to turn his attention to his political responsibilities. Their secret meetings became less frequent, the stolen moments fewer and farther between. The final, inevitable blow came when his family arranged another marriage for him, cementing their separation forever. The door to their shared future had been closed and locked. Heartbroken and disillusioned, Huang Jinyi retreated into her art. She remained one of the most celebrated gisin of her time, her performances legendary. But those who looked closely could see that the vibrant light in her eyes had dimmed. Her poetry grew darker, her melodies more melancholic, filled with an unquenchable longing for what she had lost. Their story is a classic tragedy, but it's also a story of incredible legacy. Huang Jinyi is remembered not just as a beautiful entertainer, but as one of Korea's most brilliant poets, a woman who used her voice to create timeless art in a world that tried to silence her. Kim Jang-hui became one of the most revered scholars and calligraphers in Korean history, his work studied and admired to this day. Isn't it remarkable? Their love was a fleeting, secret chapter in their lives, yet it became the catalyst for art that has lasted for centuries. It is as if their souls are still communicating through their work, her poems answering his calligraphy across the vast expanse of time. Their love transcended social class, societal duty, and even their own lifetimes, leaving behind a legacy of beauty born from sorrow. A powerful reminder that even when love seems lost, it can find a way to live on forever. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as moving as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more tales from history. Let me know in the comments what you think about their tragic but beautiful love. See you next time.